On Sunday, March 23rd, the presidential debate took place in Ecuador. During the event, the candidate for the Citizens' Revolution, Luisa González, and the candidate for National Democratic Action, Daniel Noboa, presented their proposals for the ballotage. The campaign began with a debate transmitted in national television between the current president and candidate for re-election, Daniel Noboa, and the candidate of the political party Citizens' Revolution, Luis González. During the debate that lasted approximately 2 hours, was centered on 5 thematic axes: education, health and social security, crime and safety, economics and employment, and governance. Next April 13th, the Ecuadorian people will elect between both a president the next 4 years. In this sense, during his intervention in the presidential debate, the candidate for National Democratic Action, Daniel Noboa, emphasized that by strengthening dollarization, the economy of Ecuadorians can be warranted.
Nosotros trabajaremos de forma integral para que cada miembro de la sociedad tenga lo justo, tenga la atención.
We will work in an integral way so that everyone in society has what is fair, so that everybody has the right to have first-level health care, to have the necessary income to be able to have medical care, to be able to transport themselves, and at the same time, to have the security that they so deserve. We have given order to the public finances, things that left U.S. in disarray. And now we have a system in which we have increased our international reserves. We have stabilized the balance of payments. We have strengthened dollarization. And in this way, by strengthening dollarization, we will be able to move forward and fulfill all our promises and give each and every Ecuadorian what they need. And dollarization is essential.
Presidential candidate Daniel Noboa affirmed that his family is part of the controversial Noboa trading company, which has been involved in several cases of drug trafficking.
No soy el dueño, pero sí está miembros de mi familia en esa empresa.
I am not the owner, but members of my family are members of this company. Noboa Trading has cooperated in each one of the cases, and this has been clarified before the public prosecutor's office that from there disassociates any official of Noboa Trading from any illicit act.
The candidate for the Citizens' Revolution Party assured that during her administration she will install security systems in the vicinity of schools in order to guarantee protection against violence and thus recover education.
Casi el 90% de la infraestructura está
Almost 90% of the infrastructure is totally deteriorated. Here are the percentages, and that will be the responsibility of the government, of my government. We are not going to make our fathers and mothers who dream that their children will be educated pay for this. To fight crime, we are going to declare safe zones in educational areas with video surveillance cameras and permanent patrols, with a specific anonymous line to report cases of violence. This way we will recover education and our children and young people so that they do not continue to be prey to violence, death, and the abandonment of an absent state.
Candidate Luisa González also emphasized that in order to sustain the Social Security Institute, it is necessary to increase the number of members.
manera de sostener al IES es incrementar.
The only way to sustain the IES is to increase the number of affiliates, which in my government went from 1.5 million to 3 million. The next thing is that this government has reduced the number of affiliates by more than 28,000 in just 1 year. This is how we put our retirement pensions at risk. Next is employment, which is the only source of adequate employment to sustain the IES. 260,000 jobs were lost in 1 year of Daniel Noboa's administration, and that is where the IES is at risk.
On security issues, candidate Luisa González said she intends to strengthen the country's armed forces, combat illicit enrichment, and take control of ports and borders.
¿Qué vamos a hacer? Control. Tomar el control de los puertos, aeropuertos, fronteras y combatir el enriquecimiento ilícito.
What are we going to do? Take control of the ports, airports, borders, and fight against illicit enrichment and, also, money laundering. Intelligence and technology, which, surprisingly, the intelligence units of the armed forces were dismantled and their budget has been taken away during this government. Strengthening of the armed forces and the national police with equipment, but we are also going to give them greater preparation, greater strengthening from training together with our neighboring governments, assistance with the United States, with the European Union, with whom we have already met, and work on equipping the 1,300 UPCs and UVCs that are still abandoned, and our police are looking for where to sleep and how to eat.